Engolo, Kante, Engolo. Is Kante going to Liverpool? Hello, everyone, and thank you for being part of the Liverpool chapter. And make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Liverpool related, right about here at the Liverpool chapter with me, your host Abukas, as we talk sport and as we talk about the summer transfer window. As you definitely know, it's gonna be a long run, 3 months, and we are in the summer transfer window. 3 months of the summer transfer window. We'll definitely make sure that we bring to you everything straight as it comes in. So, what definitely is happening with N'Golo Kante? We already know that N'Golo Kante is out of contract. He is a free transfer. He's definitely out of contract, and things have not worked on quite well for him ever since he got a hamstring injury. He's been benched quite a lot, and right about now, there's a football club that is definitely willing to pay him quite a lot of money as salary, his weekly salary. They want to make sure that he gets quite a big amount of money so that he can play for them. And guess what? That's Liverpool. That's none other than Liverpool. So I will be remembered that Liverpool has been looking for a midfielder, and in particular, they've been looking for a defensive midfielder. And guess who comes in their picture? One who comes in their picture is none other than N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante, who is a record holder as it stands by now. By the time we speak, N'Golo Kante has never had a yellow card in the Premier League, and he's never had a red card. And he's a defensive midfielder. Many people are wondering, how is it even possible for a defensive midfielder never in their life in the Premier League to have a yellow card or a red card? Definitely, that's him, a very disciplined football player who was sold to Chelsea at £35 million from Leicester City, struggling Leicester City right about now. But definitely, I must say Chelsea had a good time with N'Golo Kante, and right about now, we think it's time for N'Golo Kante to move here to another club and leave Chelsea, that is a bit struggling, and they've not had the best of times the last season. But Liverpool definitely want N'Golo Kante very much. The fact that he is out of contract, he is definitely free. Liverpool is not going to spend money on him, on buying him, and that is how brilliant the idea is, because his market value is definitely very high, because he is regarded as the best midfielder, the best defensive midfielder in the world right about now. He is the best defensive midfielder in the world. The fact that he's got an injury, that his ranking has got a little bit low, but before the injury, he was regarded the best defensive midfielder in the world. And once he gets on again, even when he's played, if you've watched the games that he's definitely been on after the hamstring injury, he's been playing quite well. He's definitely good class. He's definitely class and quality is what actually describes N'Golo Kante. So the fact that Liverpool is struggling in the defensive midfield, they have been hunting for a good defensive midfielder, and guess who is in the picture now? It's N'Golo Kante, and I think N'Golo Kante will do the job perfect and well. And once he definitely finalizes with this contract, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a changed Liverpool, I must say. It's going, leave alone what happened the last season. It wasn't the best of times. It wasn't the best of times for Liverpool, with the fact that they didn't perform quite well. They definitely did not. Liverpool didn't perform quite well the last season. And when you see the seasons before, Jurgen Klopp definitely performed very well, with many people coming out and saying possibly Klopp could be the problem. I don't think Klopp is the problem at Liverpool, no way, because just one season where he's not been able to bring enough results does not mean that he's not capable of putting Liverpool again in a good position. So the summer transfer window is going to be used as a big weapon for the club Liverpool to make sure they get enough football players so that they can compete, not actually even enough, but quality football players, so that they can favorably compete. So, as you already know, as I told you before, that away games for Liverpool have always been bad. The last season, away games, Liverpool has struggled quite a lot with away games, but performed quite well with home games. When it's been at Stamford Bridge, definitely not Stamford Bridge. Sorry, when it's been at Anfield, definitely Liverpool has performed quite well. So you can see how things have gone for Liverpool, with Jurgen Klopp trying to make sure that he can make things better. So let's see. So N'Golo Kante, his age is 32 years of age. That definitely shows you that this the contract he could be signing with Liverpool. If Liverpool can make him sign, can get him to a 3 or 4 years until he's around 35, that could be good. When football players get to 35, the results definitely are not always the same. But at 32, definitely I think he is still capable. He's a good one. 32, he can still play until 35, definitely 35, 36. Then after that, I think he could be sold. I think that's the length that he could be very productive for the club Liverpool. Anyway, his height is 1.71 meters. That's quite good. Then positions, he can play as a defensive midfielder and also an attacking midfielder. And also current team, that was Chelsea, shot number 7. Youth career, Sorcerer's Nest and Bolgan. Yeah, actually, he's a very wonderful one. He's a very good football player. Looking at statistics, his statistics, let's see, he's not been able to score goals, but he's definitely been a playmaker, a game maker, playmaker. In the Premier League, say last season he's managed to. The previous season he scored only 2 goals, but he's always made a few assists, and also the fact that his appearances are high. You cannot play 90 games while you're really crap. So Chelsea will definitely be losing out on this gentleman, because he's out of contract and his willingness to leave the club is definitely very high. So let's see how much he gets per week. How much is his weekly salary? N'Golo Kante weekly salary is £290,000, and that is quite high. So the question is, despite the fact that he is free, he is definitely free, because he's a free transfer, he's a free agent. His salary is high, and if you want to bring on a football player like him, you've got to increase their salaries, because he is a free transfer, he is a free agent. You've got to increase his salary, because you're not spending on signing amount and stuff. So definitely Chelsea would not get money for him, but you've got to increase his salary. He is on 290,000 a week. That means you could add to something like 10, and you could be on 300 or 310,000 per week if you definitely want him. So the question is Liverpool willing, and is Liverpool able? There is also a difference between willingness and being able. Is Liverpool willing and able to pay such an amount of money to a 32-year-old football player? That should definitely also be thought about. Or is it actually worth paying that amount of money for a football player that is 32 years? Right about now, I would say yes. But also, sometimes injuries, when a football player gets an injury, it's been proved when a football player gets an injury, in most times he does not perform for quite a long period of time. And as time goes on, remember, this football player is aging. For the fact that he's at 32 years, he's going to grow older. He's got a hamstring injury. He's recovered. He's definitely recovered, but not fully. He's recovered, I must say. Okay, let's say he's fully recovered, but his form is not in. He's not in the best of forms. So I think that is something that the club should also look at. But when it comes to being able to play, if he can play just as he played for Chelsea and as he played for Leicester City, then the £300,000 a week is definitely good and enough for him. That is definitely good and enough for him. So that leaves Liverpool with a big position, big thing to do, big task to do, convincing him what is Liverpool going to offer that Chelsea cannot offer. In the fact that Chelsea's looking at selling a lot of football players, Chelsea could be reluctant in releasing him. So it goes down to the agent of uh, N'Golo Kante and also the management at Liverpool. They should sit down and give a proper deal, a good deal, a mouth-watering deal to this gentleman N'Golo Kante. So once they do that, I think all will be set for Liverpool to get this gentleman. But as it stands per now, Liverpool have already had talks with the agent of N'Golo Kante, and looks like things are going on quite well. With Liverpool, with Chelsea having its own struggles, I know Liverpool is also having some struggles, but Chelsea, them spending a lot of money and not getting anything in return. They are looking at minimizing their squad, and they've got maybe 3 squads in one. They've definitely got maybe 3 squads comfortably, I must say. Uh, they've got loads of football players in every field. They've got different options, but they have failed. But if that means possibly there is somebody wrong somewhere at Chelsea, and that could be the Todd Bowley, the current co-owner of Chelsea, could be the one who is doing things wrong, because is doing what the manager should be doing, entering dressing rooms at halftime. Definitely, that's not the best of things. Match day should be match day. Should leave the technical staff and also the manager to talk to the players, not you getting into the way. So I think that should be addressed for Chelsea, but we're not here for Chelsea. We're talking about Liverpool. Anyway, I don't think N'Golo Kante would take that. Anyway, with N'Golo Kante, is quite a is a calm figure. I must say, is a very calm figure, appreciative, very disciplined. So I don't think that would bother him, but it bothered quite a lot of football players. So I think Liverpool definitely need to go on and have an extra thing they are going to do for this gentleman. They should give him a very good deal so that he can move from Chelsea, because Chelsea is going to be looking at having him. And also the competition is not with Chelsea only, also Manchester United is interested in N'Golo Kante. So if Manchester United is interested in N'Golo Kante, then Chelsea also interested in him by keeping him there, giving him another deal. Because what Chelsea said, they said they will be giving him £270,000. That means that they will be reducing his monthly wages by £10 million. But not £10 million by how much, because he was getting 280,000, and they're saying it's now 270,000 they will be giving him, and that means they are deducting by £10,000. Deducting by £10,000. So I think Liverpool can offer a better deal for him, and definitely he will be in for it, because he will be looking at also moving to another club and also having a different atmosphere. So that could be a good thing for him, and that's what Liverpool definitely need to do to get him. But talks are underway. They are trying to talk his agent through, also trying to talk him through so that he joins Liverpool and helps out with the defensive midfield. He can play as a central midfield, attacking midfielder, and also central midfielder. So definitely things can be much better with him at the club Liverpool once he signs for the club, and we think it's going to happen. We definitely think it is going to happen. So the fact that he is very disciplined, no yellow card, no red card, that is something that you're looking for in a midfielder, especially defensive midfielder. No yellow card, no red card. That means you know exactly what you know what exactly you're doing, because a midfielder like him always makes tackles, but they must be on point tackles, and that's what he always does. Anyway, thank you for being part of this podcast, and make your point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Liverpool related, right about here at the Liverpool chapter with me, your host Abu Kaus, as I tell thank you and goodbye for now.